The battle royale is here. Which of the clones that I own of Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo is the closest to the original? We gotta pull the original out. I didn't even pull the original out. I wanna be able to do a true side-by-side comparison between Kismet, Tux, Moustache, and Tux by Dua. Let's roll my music so we can see which one of these is closest to Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo.
We're all alone. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. I think I am the only qualified individual who can give this honest review because I'm a tuxedo whore. This is what I do, and I love these fragrances. There are other tuxedo clones. I don't have any others that I can think of right off rip, but these seem to be some of the most popular ones. I'm sure there's other clone brands that have their own interpretations, and you guys are welcome to do this same testing yourself. But me, I'm a tuxedo fan, and this is what I'm going to do with these four. Again, it's Kismet for men, the new Tux, Moustache, and Dua's Tux. Now I'm gonna go through full opening and dry down comparison of this joint, so it's gonna be a little bit longer than our traditional videos, but we wanna see which one is the best to me. As a Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo fan, I wanna see which one of these strikes that special chord in my heart as the closest to the Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo clone. None are going to replace my bae. I'm putting it out there. Spoiler alert, I love the original, I don't care. But not everybody got the bread or the accessibility, or this might potentially sell out again and it'll be on a super long waiting list. So an alternative is always a good option. So as a tuxedo fan, I'm gonna be able to determine which one I feel opening and closing is the closest to Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. So let's get right into it. Of course, we gotta start by spraying the original on the test strip, giving this nice dry out, and I'm gonna just put it down because I know what it smells like. But let's start jumping into the other one. So we'll start from the newest, which is the Tux version, the Latafa or Mason Alhambra version, which damn near looks exactly like the presentation of the original Tuxedo. So let's spray this one out. Let me put it down real quick. So I sprayed Tux and Tuxedo, and that's the first opening comparison I'm going to do. So here is Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. Okay, and here's Tux. Shit. Damn. Ooh, very close. Shit. All right. Now let's go right into Moustache. That was close. That was very close. That was very close. Moustache. I think I should respray Tuxedo even though it's still on that opening just to give it that fresh, just like the other ones, and make it fair. So Tuxedo, Moustache. No. No. For some reason, Moustache is coming off a little greener. Yeah, it's not the same. Not the same on the opening. Okay, moving on. Next is gonna be Kismet. The sprays. Let me put that down. I'm gonna respray Tuxedo again. Tuxedo, Kismet. Wow, super light. Very light on paper. Let me respray it. I don't remember this joint being that light. Okay, Kismet again. It's coming off really light right now. It's very weird. It's close. Closer than Moustache, but not Tux in opening. Next, now Dua the Tux. Okay, let me respray again. Tuxedo, I shouldn't have to be respraying, but it is what it is. Tuxedo, Dua Tux. Damn. Okay. Okay. All right, so right now on this first impression, here's how I'm putting these. On the opening, first impressions while these dry down, here's the order that I'm getting from these particular fragrances. First, Mason Alhambra, the Tux. Second, Dua's, the Tux. Third, Kismet. Fourth, Rochas. Now that Moustache joint, I've always said that Moustache is kind of its own thing in that space of Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo as an alternative. I don't personally feel it's a direct clone, but it's often put in that same space, so that's why it's in here. So I'm gonna let these dry down for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna test the dry down, and probably I'll go off of skin just to get that true comparison all around. So be right back. Go take a shit. All right, so it's been a couple of minutes already, actually more like 15 minutes, so it's on full dry down. Let's try these out and see which one is closest to the original. So first we're gonna start off with Tuxedo. I mean, can you get any more perfect? So we got Tuxedo here. Now we're gonna go the Tux. Changes a little bit, but it's still very close. The Tux version doesn't have the patchouli punch that Tuxedo has. Still keeps a lot of the same energy. Okay, so we got the Tux. Now we're going Moustache. No. Very different. Actually, very different. For some reason, the Moustache is coming off a little green, a little cola-ish, some fizziness. The patchouli does shine a little bit on the Moustache. Yeah, but it's its own thing. And feels a little bit more amberier on the Moustache. Okay, now let's go to Kismet. Very light for some reason. Kismet was not this light when I first tried this fragrance. I don't know what has happened. It's still super duper light. Like I'm getting nuances of what it's trying to be, close to the Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, but the performance is slacking. And when I first tried this fragrance on Wear, it was killing it. I don't know what has happened, but we'll check when we do it on skin. It's but it's just so light on paper. And finally, Dua the Tux. Tuxedo. Okay. A lot of the similarities are still there, but the patchouli punch is still stronger on Tuxedo, and there's a little bit of more grittier woodiness in the Tuxedo than there is in the Tux than there is in the Tuxedo. I think in my brain I have the formulation down, but let's try the final on skin. I'm gonna do Tuxedo here, the original, followed by Tux, and then Moustache. So I'm gonna start off that. Tuxedo, Tux, that was too close. Tux, Moustache. On this side, I'm gonna go Kismet, and do a Tux over here. I want them all to dry down. I'm not gonna do opening on the hands. I want them all to dry down. I want a full dry down interpretation, as if you sprayed this on, you've been wearing it, it's already done what it's going to do on your skin, and we're gonna check back with it. All right, here we go. Full dry down, Tuxedo. So good. All right, the Tux. The Tux is slightly fresher, but very freaking close. Rochas. Closer on skin. Yeah. Actually, pretty close on skin. On skin, it's pretty freaking close. Damn. Okay, Kismet shines much better on skin than it did on paper, but still does not have the performance of the other ones. Scent profile? No. Tuxedo supersedes it by a lot. And finally, Dua the Tux. Shit. Damn, this is tough. All right, honestly, I've made my determination, and it was kind of pretty much straightforward. The best versions that I own of Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, honestly, it's going to be the Tux at number 1, and Dua's the Tux is like right here. Very, very close to the original off paper, dry down, and my skin. But this one has a little bit of a head up over the Dua Tux. Rochas, again, it feels like it's its own thing, although off of my skin, it was really close, but in putting all 3 portions together, it still wasn't what the other 2 was. And Kismet, honestly, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. This performed extremely well off of my skin. I don't know if I'm going agnostic or whatever, but this was performing ridiculously close on my first impressions of Kismet to Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. But honestly, doing these side by side, it just gets overshadowed by these two particularly. This is just my opinion as a Yves Saint Laurent lover and what it does off of my skin. Rochas was definitely close off the skin, but still had his differentiating factors. The Tux was damn near like there, and Dua's Tux was just there. One thing that these two couldn't get is the patchouli. The patchouli on the original is just different. The shit just hits different. That's basically what these two were kind of lacking. This one was a little bit woodier and a little bit grittier on the woody side, and this one was just a little bit fresher with just very subtle patchouli essences. And that's my personal interpretation. I hope this helps in your decision making, and I love y'all mother suckers from the heart, and I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know it is biggest in the game. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.